Hello everyone, my name is Aurora Shweta. I manage Project Maverick at LawSeco, which is an initiative to make great legal content available freely online for CLAT preparations. Through these webinars, we bring to you people who have been through the same struggle and preparation ordeal and have learned from it. We have Naman today, and interestingly, he took his CLAT exam twice. CLAT ranked 970 in 2017 to CLAT rank 156 in 2018. We thought he would be perfect to talk about our topic that we want to cover today, which is what not to do during your CLAT preparations. Uh, we discuss about the do's while we discuss about the do's and don'ts. We also have Mr. Harshvardhan Tiwari to add great insights as a faculty in CLAT Path, who has mentored almost 2,500 students in last 4 or 5 years. So over to you, Naman. Please take us through your CLAT prep days, please.
So the second time when I was preparing for the CLAT, I was in RGNUL, Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law. So it was really hectic. I had the college schedule, all the college commitments, and CLAT to study side by side. So, but efficient time management. Somebody told me about a good trick which I mentioned in my presentation also, how to manage time and how to be productive. So that really helped, and so I went through it even in that hectic schedule and cleared it.
Great. You can let me know whenever you would like to share the screen and take us through the structure that you prepared and had in mind.
So I think we can go ahead with that.
Yes.
So we will be talking about what not to do during the CLAT preparation. So am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes. So most of the people make some common mistakes during the CLAT preparation. So it's always like we are just fresh out of the school and we don't know what to do. It is common that people will make mistakes and we realize it afterwards. And at that time when we regret it, we can't do anything about it. So I am presenting this to you that what all are the common mistakes that people do and how they should avoid those mistakes. So first I will tell you the structure. First I will tell about the registration, that what are the common mistakes in registration, then preparation, then mock test and final attempt. And I will tell you how to go about it in the right way. So first I will go to the registration. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Registration. So first fill the form yourself. When you fill the form yourself, you know what you are putting, what information you are putting, and what are the preference list. So at many places, coaching centers help you in filling the forms, but don't completely put the burden on them. You should help. You should be there and you should see what they are filling. Because, for example, take preference list. So when it comes to preference list, coaching centers will suggest you the best institutions or best colleges, but they not coaching centers will not take into account the personal factors, right? Only you can decide what are the personal factors. So there are some similar things. And when you fill the form yourself, you know what you are actually filling. So first thing. Second, don't keep it for the last moment. If you keep it for the last moment, you will make errors in personal details. I faced this error in the first time I filled the form, and I don't want you to face the same problem again, because it will later on face you will later on face problems at the time of admissions. Second, preference list messed up. Many people do this. Almost everyone do this. So if you mess up your preference list, this I will be talking about the messed up preference list in the second topic in detail again. But for the last moment, if you leave it, you will miss. You will not get time to research on your preference list, and you can mess it up. So third thing, if you keep it for the last moment, is the less probability of you getting the desired exam center. So if you are in a big city like Ahmedabad or something, it doesn't really matter because there are so many exam centers in one city. But for other cities, it does matter. If there are so many people, then you will get your second or third preference if you fill it at the last moment. So now, what are the mistakes in preference list? This is the first one is a common mistake, that if you expect lower score in CLAT, people what people do is they put the lower NLUs as their first preference. They think that I don't think I can score very well, so I should put the lower NLU like second tier or third tier NLU as my first preference. No, that's not the correct approach. No matter what your score would be, if you have to put the NLUs as your preference, considering you are ranked one, you should think that you are ranked one and then you should fill the preference. So accordingly, if you are getting lower rank, you will automatically get the lower NLUs. But if you put the lower NLUs as your first preference, you are letting go the chance that you might get a better rank than what takes you to that NLU, and you might miss the better NLU as you have filled the lower NLU as your first preference. So never put the lower NLUs as your first preference. Always put the preference list in the correct order and take advice from others. Now, others, for example, all your mentors, guides, your peers, etc., they will tell you which are the best colleges. But you have to decide upon the personal factors. What can be the personal factors? Proximity from home. It is the a major personal factor. So I will tell you about myself. I put NUJS as my third preference, and I got into NUJS, but I wanted to go to NLU Jodhpur. So it created problems for me. I made this mistake. So it created problems for me. NUJS is no doubt better than NLU Jodhpur. But if I not made this mistake, I won't have to let go for half a month. That when I had to wait
Vacancies.
for vacancies. Yeah. So I had to wait for vacancies for half a month, and then I got into NLU Jodhpur, and then it's all very uncertain. So don't make mistake in preference list. And lastly, if you have already made a mistake like I did, so you don't have to panic. There are vacancies, and you can get into the other colleges, other desired NLUs also if you have the good rank. But it's good to stay safe in the first place and don't make a mistake in the preference list. Next, we'll move on to the preparation. So first thing is productivity. Don't study by seeing the number of hours. If you see how many number of hours you are studying a day, it won't really help. You might just sit with your any book, any novel or anything for hours and hours, but it's not really adding to your knowledge. It's not really helpful. You have to keep a check on productivity, and for that I will explain you the alarm clock method, which helped me a lot. In the next slide I will help you. Right now let's move on with the second point. Don't keep making notes for revision at the last moment. Most people, what do they do is they make the notes, they keep it for the revision at the last moment. They keep making notes. Like they make such huge bundles of notes, but at the last moment when they start reading it, they're all messed up. They don't see, like they are not able to figure out what they have made themselves. So keep revising consistently. Keep a day, for example Saturday or Sunday, any day when you will just revise all the previous notes. This will really help you to retain all the information that you are learning over a period of time. Then third thing is GK is a game changer. Yes, GK is really a game changer for other questions. For example, if you take any other section, example quant, you attempt a question or you don't. If you don't attempt a question, you leave it in 10 seconds. If you attempt a question, you will give 1 minute. So if you leave it in 10 seconds, you will do another question. So if you know quant or if you don't know quant, one question, you are doing one question number one. Another person who does not know question number one will do question number two in that time. But when it comes to GK, whether you know the answer or you don't know the answer, the amount of time you spend on that question is the same, right? So if, for example, you give 10 minutes or 15 minutes for the GK section, and at one place you are at the score of 20 or 30, and on the other place you are at the score of 5. Both the students have given the same amount of time in GK, but one has the lead of 20 or 30 marks. So that's what makes a difference. Here you don't actually spend time on a question. If you know it, you spend time just for reading it, and you know that you know this question or not. You don't have to solve it, right? So GK is a game changer. I'm repeating it again and again. please don't ignore GK.
Naman,
Third is
which one? Static or current affairs? Both.
both. Entire GK section is the like game changer, because you don't actually have to solve GK, right? You just
Yeah.
read the question and you know it or not. So the amount of time spent is the same if you attempt it or not attempt it. So it's better that if you score the best in GK. Third comes is don't waste time on solving entire books. I have seen people who take such bulky books on any one subject, then keep solving it, and they took 2 or 3 books, like really bulky books, and they keep solving it. So I think it's useless. Not useless. You have to solve books when you have to learn any specific topic. You don't have to solve the entire book just for the sake of it. Mocks, sample papers, etc. are always a better option. I will tell you why. When you solve a book, you are only preparing, you are giving so much time but only preparing for one section. I think the pattern is changed, 35 questions right per section. So you are just preparing for 35 while if you give the mock test, you are preparing the entire syllabus in 2 hours. You are revising the entire syllabus, right? Entire CLAT 200 150 questions in 2 hours. So
Yeah.
if you solve one book, that doesn't really help. You will just learn like the most you can make out of it is 35 marks. So I don't think it's good to waste time on solving entire books. How you should go about books is you first go give some mock tests, and then you identify which one is your weak portion, and take that portion from the book and then solve it. Master that portion. Don't just keep solving the books. Third thing is you don't have to learn anything from the book. For other things like constitution or legal, you you start to learn everything. No, don't mug up everything. Focus on strategy. There is a possibility you might not know one answer, but if your strategy is good, you will leave that answer, you will leave that question, you will not waste time on that question, and you will attempt another question which you actually know. And this is how you will learn how to go about it. So focus on strategy, focus on how to make the best attempt. So I will tell you that I never ever bought any book on quant or any legal and logical reasoning. I never bought any book. I just went about through mocks, sample papers, and past year papers. But now past year papers won't help. So sample papers and mocks. Now don't leave any section. So what most people do is that okay, they are phobic of maths, so they leave maths. They think that okay, maths के थोड़े से question छोड़ देते हैं, like
थोड़े
हाँ,
Naman,
but
I left all.
uh, so let's leave some questions of maths and we will cover up in other sections. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Actually, all the sections, like when we see the CLAT paper, all sections have some very easy questions, some moderate questions, and some very hard questions. So no matter how much you prepare for other sections, if you leave maths, you will be leaving the very easy questions of maths, and no matter how hard you prepare, you won't be able to attempt those very hard questions of other sections. And if you do, you are wasting time. So if you attempt all the sections, it will be helpful because you are at least attempting the easy questions of maths and moderate questions of maths, and similarly in all the sections. So don't think that you can compensate by working well in other sections. No, you have to work on every section. If you leave any one section, you will leave the top 5 NLUs. I did this in the first attempt. I left GK because I had just 1 month to prepare, and so I did not get into top 5 NLUs. Now, last thing is stay updated with all the notifications on CLAT website. I will tell you how it helped me. So at my time in 2018, CLAT was held online, and if you don't know about it, there were so many glitches in CLAT. So I read all the notifications, each and every rule on CLAT website. So they said that if you press the control button or anything, your test will stop and timer will stop. I knew about it. no, but everybody did not know about it. So at the center, what happened? Questions did not appear on our screen, and the timer started running. So I knew that I can press the control and stop the timer, but everybody did not know about it. So everybody lost 10 minutes. I just lost 10 seconds. So there are similar many other things which you have to, which you should know. So stay updated with all the notifications on Plate website. It might seem redundant or time consuming, but no, it will really help you. You don't know where it can help you. So please stay updated with all the notifications on Plate website. Now, and another thing, don't panic during the preparation, because we see it's being postponed time and again, but it will be held someday or another. Don't let anxiety creep in. Just stay consistent, be consistent, and keep preparing. Now, alarm clock method, which I mentioned in the third slide. How does it work? So how first you have to see, I'm not saying you that wake up at 4 in the morning and sleep at time. No. Everybody has their own comfortable schedule. I prefer studying at night. Somebody prefers studying. Whenever you wake up and whenever you sleep, the hours between those times, divide your day into hours. For example, if you wake up at 8, so set an alarm for every hour, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, like that. So when you set an alarm for every hour, as soon as the alarm rings, you have to write down what did you do in the last hour. So you this is how you will keep a check on your productivity. If you are wasting time for 1 hour, the alarm will ring and you will stop wasting time after 1 hour, for example. And don't skip that, write it down. If you don't write it down, the alarm will ring, you will just stop the alarm and then you will just continue wasting your time. You have to actually write it down. So even if you did nothing, for example, if you're scrolling Instagram or if you are doing some household work or something, write it what you are doing. Why did you not study in that 1 hour? Just write it. So when you start doing it, you will feel accountable to yourself. So you will just start slowly. Your productivity will increase. Like in 2 or 3 days, you will see the results. So use this method. I was suggested this by someone and it really worked well for me. So I would tell you to use the same method. It will really work. Let's move to the next slide, please. Yeah, mock test. So mock test, first thing you should know is objective is to learn, not to compete or not to just score. Many people, many people do is they give very, like they get very good marks in mock test. What they do is they just aim to score the best in mock test, but it is not helpful. Good ranks are often deceptive. I will explain you why. I never scored a rank better than 800 in any mock, but I got a rank of 156 in actual CLAT. So if you remove the 150 people, still some 700, 650 or 700 people were there who were ahead of me in every mock, but they were not ahead of me in CLAT. Good ranks are deceptive. I will explain you why. So when you start doing mocks, slowly and slowly it becomes predictable. So you start scoring well in mocks, but here the objective is to learn the basics. So what you should do is mark only when you are 100% sure. So when we analyze the mock, we only see all the questions that we left or that were wrong. So when you mark, even if you are 80% sure or 70% sure, you are in confusion and you marked it and it became right, you will never review that question. So even if this question appears again, you will again get confused. So mark only when you are 100% sure. Learning should be there in the mocks. Competing, keep it for the actual exam. So competing, for example, if you are not, you are only 80% sure and you are marking the question, that's for the actual exam, not for the mocks. If you do that in mocks, you will never review that question again. So to learn is the objective. Just mark, you will get lower scores, you will get a lower rank, but don't worry about it. If you are, if your accuracy is good, if your accuracy is 90 or 100%, it will really help. And in the actual CLAT, you will do well. So don't panic by seeing other people scoring very well. I've seen people who are scoring really, really well, like in the mocks, but they could not score in the CLAT. So if you're securing or scoring very good marks in the mock, you have to seek variety because that mock has become predictable. You can predict the questions, you can predict the answers, or the questions are repeating. Anything can be the reason, but those mocks are now predictable to you. You have to seek variety, you have to seek other mocks. This is how you will go about it. Then you will be, it will help you in the long run. And again, for mock test, you are not competing, you are learning through the mock test. So analyze as soon as possible. So when you analyze as soon as possible, you know what was the reasoning why you marked any particular answer, and you know why you should how to correct yourself. But if you analyze after 2 days, 3 days, you forget what you marked or why did you mark that question. So when it comes to reasoning, critical reasoning or something, you forget why you marked or what was the line of thought you were going at that time. So you don't really know. You just read the correct answer and you move on. You don't actually learn. So analyze as soon as possible. Mark only when you are 100% sure. Uh, let's move on to the next slide, please. Yes. Now analysis. How to analyze the mock. First, you have to make a list of strengths, weaknesses, and silly mistakes. Now again, you have to actually make a list. Don't just see the slide and forget about it. That okay, we'll just consider it. You have to make a list. Write it down. That what is your strongest portion. You see what is your strongest portion. For example, any particular section. Then, for example, mine was English. So make it the strongest. Strongest in the sense nobody else will score more than you in this particular section. This should be the confidence. So make it that strong, and then identify the weak sections. So you don't have to forgo the stronger sections. You have to keep working on it, and then identify weak sections. For example, in my case, GK was the weak section. Read more and more and do anything to counter the weaknesses. So now first you see the section, which one is your weak section. Secondly, you see in that particular section, there will be different chapters, right? So see which chapter is like what type of questions in that particular section you are making wrong time and again. What type of questions or which topic you are not really through with. Now, when you go through this, when you know which topic you are not really through with, this is the time when the books come into a picture. This is the time you go through the books. You start solving the questions of that topic in the books. So as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to solve the entire book. This is how you solve the books. So see the weakness, see the identify which section or which particular topic you are not okay with, counter it, work on it. So but don't let go the strength. Don't take it for the granted. You have to keep working on that to keep it the strongest because others are also working on it. And the third thing, make a list of silly mistakes. Now this list should be uh, like carry it for the long time. You have to carry it for the long time. Make a list in the first mock, read it before the next mock. Don't make the silly mistakes in the second mock. And then again, make the silly mistakes list in the second mock. And then compile it with the first list, read it before the third mock. Keep doing it because there are some silly mistakes. For example, there were some questions. Which one of this is not an antonym of the particular word? So I did not read not. I marked all the antonyms of the particular words, and I made some 5 to 6 questions. I marked them wrong in my first attempt. So don't make this mistake. Make a list of silly mistakes. Read it, read them again and again before every mock. So slowly you will stop making those silly mistakes. Now section-wise target. How section-wise target works is, for example, take any one section, make a target. For example, I have to score about 20, about 30 in this section. Keep working on it. See if you can score about 30 in this section in the next mock. When you score about 30 in next mock, but again, uh, don't let go the accuracy part. Only mark when you're 100% sure, and then you have to increase your scores. So when you meet the target, section wise target in one section, then you move to another section. So first you increased your score in English, for example. Then you increase your score in legal. Then you increase your score in logical reasoning. This is how you keep improving your scores in all the sections, section by section, and and at the same time you have to maintain the scores that you increased in the previous section. This is how slowly you will learn all, analyze the mock, and you just see the wrong questions. You don't see targeted section wise. It will not help you because questions. So when you prepare it section wise, it will really help you. So make section wise target and develop your own strategy. So how to develop your
Naman, is there a problem with the internet?
I guess yes, Naman is having some internet issues.
But it's important to develop your own strategy. I was talking about.
Yeah, to an extent, he pointed out certain major mistakes which one does. That is a filling of this preference list. A lot of students have done that over the years. He was very correct to that, and he was also right in pointing out that we must be through with the notifications which come on CLAT websites. And actually, he also pointed out what most of the kids don't do. Uh, is that they do not mark what is their strength or weak areas when they are analyzing the mock test. And that is, he pointed out an example. There was a question, what not, which is not an antonium, and that missing of that part not became important to his rank. So ideally, ideally he's telling us how it's a good strategy from someone who has cracked CLAT twice to an exam which people are not able to crack once. So I hope Naman gets an internet connection back, and he tells us how he is going to talk about his developing own strategy. As far as I can understand, and what I believe he would be pointing out also will is somewhat relating to find your own weak areas, find your own strength, and then work on those areas. धीरे धीरे करके अपने वीक एरियाज के ऊपर काम करते जाओ, स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर भी मेहनत करते रहो, so that you can have that ideal score in your mind. When Naman was preparing, he just told us in the starting point. After he cracked CLAT for the first time, he came down to RGNUL, my alma mater. It is where I met Naman, and I was involved in this test prep industry, rather. So then we had these discussions, and actually that is where the point came out that mock test and past year papers are prima facie important, and one must focus on these two things. This year, he also pointed out that as I also said, and as Amay also said in his discussion, there's one thing which will be lacking with the aspirant, that is past year papers advantage. To gap that thing, there are sample papers to release by CLAT consortiums, so they are helping out the kids, and also then they are releasing sample sets which are really helpful. And then mock test, doing mock test is very much necessary, because then you get that kind of atmosphere, that the 2 hour thing, you're sitting for 2 hours and then you're continuously solving a paper. Otherwise, if you take breaks and everything, then you don't get into that rigorous practice, and which is very much necessary. Then you also pointed out another thing, which actually is very true. These days, a lot of kids say while they were getting good scores, now they are getting less scores, and they are saying, "Sir, अभी तो paper बहुत दूर हुआ है, पता नहीं कब होगा." ठीक है? So that shouldn't be there. And I know a lot of kids who are scoring 70s, 80s. Now they are scoring 105, 106 because they started doing that kind of work during this lockdown stage. So that is necessary, that one must be continuously working in and around. And the other point which Naman pointed out was with respect to quantitative aptitude. Yes, I believe Vyom will be with us for a session. He is in NLU Delhi right now. When he will be in a session, he will be telling you this. So I was mentoring him until till January last year. He used to get zero in maths, and after that he started preparing maths because then as a mentor or then as somebody who is senior to senior to a kid, you tell them मेरे से गलती हुई, आप ये मत करना. Right now Naman is doing that. कि अगर मैथ्स में 10 नंबर और आ जाते हैं तो क्या होता, वो वाला चीज है. और मैथ उतने बड़े भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं होता once you try to understand easy topics rather. So then actually Vyom tried to do that and he scored 14, 15 in maths. That actually gave him that kind of plus pointer to get into to get a rank of 12 as far as I remember in New Delhi and 248 in CLAT. Otherwise that would have been a problem. So Naman was right on this, that you must also focus on quantitative aptitudes, because आप NLU में तो पहुंच जाओगे, लेकिन किस NLU में पहुंचोगे, then it will determine. ये 5 सेक्शन, आप 4 सेक्शन अच्छा कर लोगे तो आप ये है कि आप एक स्कोर में पहुंच जाओगे, NLU में पहुंच जाओगे, लेकिन किस NLU में पहुंचोगे, this quantitative aptitude can be a make or break factor. And he also pointed out that alarm strategy. I remember Roman Sani, famous Indian educator, he says that if you're not living on the edge, what are you doing rather? I'm just paraphrasing it. So that way he was right to that extent. He make your own planner, and if you are not doing certain thing, or if you are not solving something, you're not reading something, then mark why you are not doing that. So that way it helps out kids. Over the years, Sarthak in our last webinar told us about this, that he used to have that copy where he used to mention about the mocks and how he used to score the areas and everything like that. So this actually helps us. Arun was also pointing out. So that way it's very much necessary for the aspirants to understand. I saw there was one question posted about CLAT 2021 preparation by someone on the chat. CLAT 2021 preparation is first and foremost, try to, as everybody will tell you, try to start solving for this 2021. Pick one sample paper of CLAT consortium, try to solve that. See how much you score. Like, it doesn't matter you prepared or not. Try to solve that. First and foremost, get into that segment wherein you see the paper, you look into क्या है मेरे से. Everybody has that understanding. क्या ये मेरे से हो पाएगा नहीं. If I look into SSC ranking का पेपर CGL कैटेगरी का, ऐसे कि ये वाले मैथ्स और ये सब मेरे से नहीं होगा, मैं जितना टाइम लगा लूँ. It happens with everyone. So वहां पे आप सैम्पल पेपर्स देखो, उसे देखने की कोशिश करो, उसके बाद डिटरमाइन करो क्या दिस एरिया इंटरेस्ट यू और नॉट. उससे पहले डज दी लॉ एज अ करियर इंटरेस्ट यू और नॉट. जब ये दोनों चीजें हो जाएं, देन यू नीड टू फिगर इट आउट कि हाँ ये सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, अब इन सब्जेक्ट्स को हम कैसे पढ़ेंगे. सो देन दीज वेबिनार्स विल हेल्प यू आउट इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि अब हाँ ये सब्जेक्ट हम ऐसे अप्रोच कर सकते हैं, ये ऐसे अप्रोच कर सकते हैं. अभी तक 2 वेबिनार आई थिंक हम लोग कर चुके हैं. एक लीगल के ऊपर कर चुके हैं, एक लॉजिकल के ऊपर कर चुके हैं. Very soon we will do on the other 3 subjects, so that will help out in strategy wala thing, and understanding how strategy you can make for appearing in the common law admission test. Sarthak in his webinar also pointed out that one cannot tell the aspirant what to do, what not to do, but can only suggest them. So it has to be your choice rather. That is where Naman was. Find your own strategy. Because when he used to meet me, I used to say the same thing over the years. Past papers लगा लिया, अच्छा ये लगा लिया, कितनी बार लगा लिया. So that way, I think Naman is back with us.
And Naman is all. Are you on mute?
No, I'm here. So I'll take over. So last thing which I told you, that develop your own strategy. So Harshvardhan sir just told you about it. So I think I should move to the next slide. Final attempt. So the last day when you go for the CLAT, लास्ट के उन 2 घंटों में डिसाइड होगा आपने पिछले 1 साल में क्या किया. So no matter how much you prepared for the whole year, like जितना भी हार्ड वर्क किया, if you mess up in those last 2 hours, तो सारी मेहनत वेस्ट जाती है. So first thing is adequate sleep is a must. किसी भी हालत में इस चीज पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज मत करना. adequate sleep is a must. like for 8 to 10 hours कम से कम सो के जाना. Second thing, a strict no to last moment preparation. So most of the people, like most of you will be doing it, I know, that एग्जाम सेंटर से बाहर भी खड़े हो, एग्जाम से पहले भी तुम नोट्स लेके पढ़े जा रहे हो. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज यू आर जस्ट टायरिंग योर ब्रेन. तुमको 2 घंटे वहाँ फोकस करना है. यू वोंट बी एबल टू फोकस, क्योंकि तुम लास्ट मोमेंट पे जब प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो तुम्हारा दिमाग थक चुका होगा, तो तुम इतना एफिशिएंटली वो 2 घंटे फोकस नहीं कर पाओगे. तो अगर तुम रिवीजन करोगे लास्ट मोमेंट पे, देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट व्हाटएवर यू स्टडीड ऑन द लास्ट मोमेंट, उसमें से एक भी चीज एग्जाम में ना आए. सो लास्ट मोमेंट प्रिपरेशन इज really prohibited. Just don't do it. Avoid pressure, avoid people, and avoid stress.
Avoid
So
people, Naman.
yes,
Is it
avoid
about
people.
social distancing?
On the day of CLAT, social distancing, emotional distancing, सब कुछ कर देंगे. So what happens is when you meet people, तो दूसरे लोग बोलेंगे यार कुछ नहीं आता है, यार अब क्या करेंगे, डर
I
लग
gave
रहा
this
है.
paper. When I came out, there were people telling मैं तो 150 करके आया, and I was like, ऐसा करते हैं लोग.
हाँ, बाहर आने के बाद कुछ भी हो, जाने
हाँ,
से पहले अवॉइड
उसके
पीपल.
पहले भी भाई वो पढ़ा था,
हाँ
वो पढ़ा था.
हाँ, ये पढ़ा क्या, वो पढ़ा क्या, देन यू विल जस्ट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड कि यार मुझे ये भी नहीं आता, वो भी नहीं आता, वहाँ कॉन्फिडेंस हिल जाएगा. सो अवॉइड पीपल बहुत जरूरी है. अवॉइड प्रेशर, कि लोग अगर तुमको आके पूछते हैं ये आता है क्या, वो आता है क्या, उनको मना कर दो. भाई एग्जाम जरूरी है, तुम्हारा करियर जरूरी है, लोग तो कोई बात नहीं, थोड़े दिन नाराज हो जाएंगे, भगा दो उनको. एंड अवॉइड स्ट्रेस. तुमको लास्ट मोमेंट पे लाइक डोंट स्ट्रेस आउट. आराम से चिल करो. तुमने जो एक साल में जो पढ़ा है, यू विल डू वेल इन क्लैट. डोंट डू द रिविजन लास्ट डे. So last day when you wake up on the day of CLAT, don't even touch your books. Just beat the nervousness. So drink water, coffee, apple, जो भी काम करता हो, listen to the music. कुछ भी करके बस नर्वस नहीं होना है. CLAT के बारे में, CLAT से डरना नहीं है. जस्ट गो विद द फ्लो. तुम अगर कुछ नहीं करोगे, दिमाग को थोड़ा रिलैक्स रखोगे, तो क्लैट में तुम अच्छे से फोकस कर पाओगे एक्चुअल फाइनल अटेम्प्ट में. अब यहाँ मॉक से अलग चलना है. डोंट गो फॉर 100% एक्यूरेसी इन फाइनल अटेम्प्ट. अगर फाइनल अटेम्प्ट में तुम 100% एक्यूरेसी के लिए जाओगे तो मे भी तुम इतना अच्छा नहीं कर पाओगे. यहाँ पे तुमको स्मार्ट गेसेस भी करने हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ तुम्हारा अटेम्प्ट लर्न करना नहीं, यहाँ तुम्हारा अटेम्प्ट है स्कोर करना. तुमको स्मार्ट गेसेस लगाने हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर तुमको लग रहा है कि 4 ऑप्शंस में से 2 तुमने कल आउट कर दिए और 2 में से चूज करना है, तो एक गेस कर दो, कोई बात नहीं. 0.25 ही तो डिडक्ट होगा अगर गलत होगा, लेकिन सही हो गया तो 1 नंबर मिलेगा. सो फाइनल अटेम्प्ट में डोंट गो फॉर द 100% एक्यूरेसी थोड़ी कॉम्प्रोमाइज करो, स्कोर बढ़ाना है यहाँ पे. सो मॉक और फाइनल अटेम्प्ट का डिफरेंस तुमको इस तरह से समझना है कि दोनों का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है. एक में है लर्न करना, दूसरे में स्कोर करना. और मॉक में जो अच्छा स्कोर कर रहे हैं उनसे डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि जैसा मैं बताया था मेरा 800 रैंक से ऊपर कभी आया नहीं मॉक में, पर क्लैट में 156 आ गया. तो जो 700 या 650 लोग मेरे से आगे थे वो मुझे नहीं पता कहाँ है अभी. So just go with it. Any more question, like if you have any questions?
So let's stop sharing the screen now, and we can take the questions. We are also live on YouTube. Anybody who's logged in can also ask questions there. I think this one Harsh already took. I think going through the past year papers is important, as basic structure of the exam is still the same. I think there is a lot of discussion around because of the new pattern. People are a little worried there. So do you have any opinion on that?
So if we go through the past year papers, we can see the questions, but past year papers and अभी के papers में time वगैरह का difference आएगा, like how to strategize. So you don't solve the past year papers like mock. You have to go through it to know the questions, to understand the questions, to see the questions. क्योंकि अभी pattern change हुआ मतलब number of questions change हुए हैं, but there are some questions which are similar, तो similar questions आ सकते हैं. So एंड वो तुमको मॉक्स में सैम्पल पेपर्स में देखने को भी मिलेंगे. सो जस्ट यू हैव टू गो थ्रू द पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स ऑफ कोर्स. तो तुमको एक ट्रेंड पता चलेगा कि एग्जामिनर किस तरह के क्वेश्चन सेट करता है.
Somebody, Akshay, has asked for your PPT.
Yes, sure.
Maybe on YouTube you can anytime go and take the clicks.
Yes.
That will be nice. Can you please elaborate on this stopping time using control, please? This is very important, says Anshuman Agarwal.
Please repeat. Sorry.
You spoke about, I think he's talking about, if I understand it correctly, Anshuman, you're talking about the clock method. So you could perhaps read the question. I'm reading it verbatim. It says, can you please elaborate on the stopping time? Maybe time management.
If it's talking about the alarm clock method, I can explain that. Just set the alarm for every hour, and when the alarm rings, just write down what did you do in that hour. पढ़ाई हो, कुछ भी किया हो, इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल किया, राइट इट डाउन कि मैंने 1 घंटा इंस्टाग्राम पे टाइम वेस्ट किया. इफ यू डिड एनीथिंग एल्स, जस्ट राइट इट डाउन. सो ऐसे करते करते यू विल नो दैट हाउ मच टाइम यू आर वेस्टिंग. वरना 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेके इंस्टाग्राम चलाते हैं, पता ही नहीं लगता कब 5 घंटे हो जाते हैं. सो इट हैपेंस विद ऑल ऑफ अस. सो दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स. अलार्म क्लॉक मेथड में 1 घंटा टाइम वेस्ट करोगे और याद आ जाएगा दैट आई एम वेस्टिंग टाइम. सो use that method.
Very nice. Very good advice. It's also to check your productivity, you mentioned. You can check on your productivity. It's important. Great. There is one more question. Somebody wanted to know how to really focus on GK. She's taking the exam in 2021. So what recommendation be?
So firstly, I'll tell you what commonly most of the people will tell you, that read newspapers. You will find it on Google and everything. Read newspapers every day, read this, read that. But the best way is that you have to read from all the sources, and mostly compendiums. You will find compendiums with different websites or different these coaching centers, or they just release their compendiums. वहाँ पे तुमको easily सारा sorted GK मिलेगा. If you keep reading the newspaper, तुमको उससे इंग्लिश बेटर होगी. अगर तुम्हारे पास लॉन्ग टर्म में, इट्स बेटर टू कीप रीडिंग द न्यूज़पेपर्स. अगर 2021 के लिए आप याद कर रहे हो तो आपको न्यूज़पेपर्स पढ़ना बेनिफिशियल होगा. बट फॉर द शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम यू शुड रेफर टू ऑनलाइन सोर्सेज, कंपेंडियम्स एक्सेट्रा, जहाँ पे सॉर्टेड जीके मिलती है और वहाँ जल्दी होता है. क्योंकि अब तुम अगर न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने बैठोगे तो यू विल बी वेस्टिंग योर टाइम. अब तुम्हारे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है 2020 के लिए. So just read the compendiums and online sources or newspapers अगर आपके पास time है तो.
There's somebody, she says, I am preparing for 2022. So what should be my strategy to begin? How can I start? She says.
I would suggest कि join some coaching center or something. So what you will find the people like peer group who are like-minded. तो सब अपनी strategies वहाँ पे जब discuss करेंगे, सब लोग आपसे ये सारी चीजें बताएंगे कि कैसे क्या करना है. तो अपने आप आपको एक एनवायरनमेंट मिलेगा किस तरह से आपको प्रिपेयर करना है. 2022 इज वेरी लाइक फार अवे. सो राइट नाउ इफ यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग जीके और यू मेक द हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग जीके, इट विल बी रियली हेल्पफुल. बट उसके अलावा आई वुड सजेस्ट कि ज्वाइन सम पीयर ग्रुप जहाँ पे लाइक माइंडेड पीपल हो. सो इट विल रियली हेल्प यू. इट विल गिव यू दैट एटमॉस्फेयर टू प्रिपेयर फॉर CLAT.
You have time and you devise your own strategy, I'm sure. Great. And any more questions or any feedback, whoever is listening now can put it in the chat box. Any topics that you would perhaps want us to cover in future webinars, or any questions you have for Naman, please feel free to say so on the chat, please. And Naman, you've really covered it very well. As to what can be done and what should not be done at all. So my favorite was that slide where you said that you whatever your strength is, really work on that. कि इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा number मेरे ही आएंगे, और working on your weak areas, like really that I think makes a lot of sense. And silly mistakes, it's and not to repeat that in the second time you take the mock. Uske silly mistake not to repeat. How it is such a doable thing that
yes.
keep improving with every mock. That I really liked it.
But people just ignore it mostly. They just think कि ठीक है अगली बार नहीं करेंगे, but वो second mock के बाद third में फिर से repeat कर देते हैं if they don't make the list.
So वही है, आसान नहीं, and people do get a little lazy while analyzing. So they're like, okay,
Yes.
हो गया है, खत्म हो गया. That's what we covered in our last webinar, कि how critical this is to analyze. It's 80% of the task of taking a mock.
Yes.
Mock
Analysis is most important.
एक आपका मैं I really liked how you said that how you approached a question is something you should focus on also. कि मैंने किस तरह से सोच के आंसर किया है is something which will help you improve if you go wrong, let's say. Yeah, there is another question from Samrid. He said, can you please suggest some books for preparation considering the pattern change?
I think Harshvardhan sir would be in the better position considering that मैंने तो 2018 का लिया था.
Yeah,
Harshvardhan sir तो यही काम करते हैं अभी. So I think he will be better.
Harsh, are you able to mute yourself? Can I try? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect on this. So this pertinent question I also addressed in the webinar which I was taking. So बच्चे ध्यान से देखा जाए तो a lot of coaching centers in the country have pointed out that they have the study material which is relevant, which is somewhat in lines to the CLAT 2020 pattern. But as a caveat, I would just suggest you to go through the sample papers first and foremost. जब 3 sample paper हो जाएं, इसके बाद CLAT consortium जो release कर रहा है sample sets, उनमें focus किया जाए. इसके बाद क्या है कि important topics पढ़े जाएं, ठीक है? आप क्या कर सकते हैं, किसी भी मेजर कोचिंग अगर सेंटर का अगर आपको लगता है, आई एम नॉट सजेस्टिंग इट, आपको लगता है तो आप उसका मॉक टेस्ट ले सकते हैं. लेकिन फिर भी मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहूंगा, जो बच्चों ने अभी मॉक टेस्ट लिए हुए हैं, आप उनसे भी एक बार कंसल्ट करिए, बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स दे हैव अ क्रिटिकल व्यू ऑफ दैट कि सर मैंने मॉक टेस्ट लगाया, ये लगाया, क्वेश्चन ये रिपीट हो रहे हैं, या बच्चे ही आपको बताने लगेंगे कि किस तरीके से मॉक टेस्ट के जो क्वेश्चन है वो फ्लैट कंसोर्शियम पे जो पैटर्न है उससे कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट है. In the sense of people trying to teach you legal, taking an example, just legal का example लेते हैं, people are again teaching you those concept of class होती है legal reasoning की, they start teaching you concept of torts and everything, contract. I know that is necessary, but आज के समय पे हमें current legal topics पढ़ने हैं. So वही जो topics हम लोगों ने बताया, जो मैंने logical reasoning में जैसा बताया, अपन को topic wise strategy अपनानी चाहिए. Current affairs के लिए भी same, topic important है, उसको पढ़ते हैं अपन, ठीक है? और books as such इस समय मार्केट में नहीं है. Although few of the coaching institution will say that they have launched, but वो book होगी, अगर मान लीजिए वो book 100 pages की है, तो 40-45 pages will be somewhat related to new pattern. उसके बाद फिर 40 pages 50 pages will be like AI led SLAT and different patterns. So altogether that is just making a selling point, a sales pitch is there. So as a mentor I will suggest sample papers again and again and important topics. Naman, back to you.
Any more questions? Like, I think it was well answered by Harshvardhan sir.
Naman, what would you like to say to those kids who are in their first years and they are re-attempting CLAT? I got call from like 5-6 people from different colleges. Sir, yes, 2 days back I got a call from a student from HNLU. He was asking कि sir मैं पक्का निकाल लूँगा top 3. You just tell me how to do that. So then I was like, I would not be able to tell how to do that. You have to work on that aspect, and the strategy will remain the same for everyone because pattern change हो चुका है.
So इसके ऊपर I made so there is a quote, right, कि a bird in hand is worth 2 in bush. So मैंने इसको थोड़ा सा amend किया है कि if you are sure about getting the 2 in bush, you can let go of the 1 bird in your hand.
Yeah.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So आपको if they are in the first year, so don't mess up your first year. You have to balance it with your CLAT preparations.
Okay.
Bagishi has thanked you so much for your methods, will really be helpful, she said. So any other feedback anybody has, please feel free to send it to Naman or to Losiku. That would be nice. Anything else, Naman? Last few things. Like if there was one takeaway that you should never do, is that you would like to remind everybody of?
The first thing that I talked about, preference list. You should not mess up your preference list. ठीक है, बाद में vacancies में मिल जाएगा, but there is very uncertainty. वो 10 दिन 15 दिन बहुत एंजाइटी होती है. सो मेक श्योर तुम प्रेफरेंस लिस्ट में मैसअप ना करो एंड टाइम वेस्ट ना करो. एक ही सब्जेक्ट लेके, जैसे ऐसा होता था मेरे साथ, एक ही सब्जेक्ट लेके मैं पूरे दिन पढ़ रहा हूँ लेकिन दिमाग में कुछ घुस नहीं रहा है, तो प्रोडक्टिविटी नहीं रहती थी. सो टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना. अगर आपको कंसंट्रेशन नहीं बन रहा, टेक सम सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक क्वांट और एलआर, तो वहाँ पे तुम्हारा कंसंट्रेशन धीरे धीरे सही हो जाएगा. उसके बाद अगेन गो टू क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग. सो कीप स्विचिंग द सब्जेक्ट्स.
Keep your productivity high and getting more value from the time you're investing studying.
Yes, yes.
Very good. Very nice. Anything else, Harsh, you would like to add?
No, I believe Naman has already wanted what not to do during CLAT preparation. Naman prepared twice for that exam. So
Yes.
actually, yes.
The topic, I think.
Yeah, we just point out this one thing, that you have to be consistent, which Naman also said, and Sarthak said, Aryan said, you have to be, and Amay also, you have to be consistent in your efforts to that end, because it's a competitive exam. Everybody is preparing for it. Like, if I tell this in class, if your competitor is studying for 3 hours, study for 4 hours. So that is only the way by which you can go ahead of them. Otherwise, there's nothing. Your competitor is already studying. The time you are doing something else. So try to utilize the time to maximize your score. And again, I will be repeating it quite often. हर क्वेश्चन की जो वैल्यू है वो 1 नंबर की ही है. ये ध्यान रखना है. हर क्वेश्चन की जो वैल्यू है वो 1 ही नंबर की है. तो किसी खास क्वेश्चन से दिल लगी नहीं करनी कि उस क्वेश्चन में जाके अटक जाए कि नहीं ये तो टॉपिक मुझे आता ही आता है. जैसे सिलोजिस्ट में, मतलब प्रोनाउंसिएशन डिफरेंट हो सकती है अराउंड द कंट्री, बट उसमें जाके अटक जाए, ये तो मेरे से हमेशा बन गया था, आज क्यों नहीं बन रहा. या एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का क्वेश्चन है, हमेशा करता रहा, आज क्यों नहीं है. लीव दैट. ऑन दैट डे दोस 2 hours मैटर. है ना नमन?
हाँ, ये तो बिल्कुल एग्री करता हूँ. आई थिंक आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन इन माय पीपीटीज. ये तो बिल्कुल जरूरी है. लाइक आई डिड इट इन माय एलेट बोथ द टाइम्स, एंड दोनों बार मुझसे गलती हुई, तो आई एलेट में इतना अच्छा स्कोर नहीं ला पाया. आई डिड इट बोथ द टाइम्स.
Good. So what not to do is this also. Great. So somebody is asking how to improve your reading skills.
रीडिंग स्किल्स के लिए आई वुड सजेस्ट कि न्यूज़पेपर्स के अंदर एडिटोरियल्स आते हैं. रीड द एडिटोरियल्स. अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो लास्ट मोमेंट पे आप रीडिंग स्किल्स इंप्रूव नहीं कर सकते. इट हैज टू इंप्रूव ओवर द टाइम. रीड दोज एडिटोरियल्स एंड देन राइट द समरी ऑफ दैट एडिटोरियल. अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो, लाइक इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 2021, स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस प्रैक्टिस. तो इससे आप जब वो एडिटोरियल रीड करके उसकी समरी लिखोगे तो आपका रिटेंशन भी बढ़ जाएगा, आपकी स्पीड भी बढ़ेगी.
So thank you so much, Naman. All very, very pertinent points covered. I'm sure it'll go a long way in the preparation whenever they decide the date, that is. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you everybody for taking the time. And it's on YouTube now, so in case you want to refer to the PPT again, anything that you felt will you re-emphasize on, just go through that PPT again. Thank you, Naman. Thank you so much.
Welcome.